Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today to see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mids offense will take the field first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how... get open? How does his defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Hunt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. His defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. From the gun, looking for a man. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more.
That's an awesome-looking carry. You know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Creates a little room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lawrence. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now sliding to his left. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Now, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
Slams ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Oh, they're after him.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Akbara.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. A worthy effort to get it out to the 15-yard line, but they'll be short of the first down. 4th down coming. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Gets the back moving. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. They're going to run it to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Power football with the run. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes. passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They're working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. They believe they can run right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Just a little too much there. A little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking for a gap. It's Lawrence. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, midshipman. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Johnson looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for room, it's Lawrence. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll line up for a second down play. Johnson wants to throw it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Paul, just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Unloads quickly. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
where we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it to the end zone, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, You're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Pressure coming. Got it behind the line. It's Bland. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll bring it out. It's Agbana. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line.
221 wing, 221 wing.
To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback will keep it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments of individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Bland. There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He's looking to throw. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Navy 17.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take another shot here. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.